What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. And today we got a special guest, former cornerback out of Oklahoma State, Rodarius Williams. How you doing today?
I'm doing awesome, man.
Hey, that's good. That's good. So we're going to talk a lot about the NFL draft, what you did for Oklahoma State. But before we get into that, this is for some people who don't really know you off the field. What is your favorite movie, athlete, and food of all time?
My favorite movie definitely is Friday. My
That's a
favorite my favorite athlete right now, I'm gonna say Tre'Davious White. And my favorite go-to meal is shrimp fettuccine.
Hey, love it, love it. And it's good to stay. You're gonna pick your favorite athlete as a cornerback who's doing this thing in the NFL already. So now let's get into the meat and potato. Let's talk about this NFL draft and what you've been able to do at Oklahoma State for 4 years. So why should a team draft you? And if they do, what type of player are they gonna get?
They're gonna get a player that work hard, and mature. I'm durable, and I'm gonna show up when need be. I'm humble. They're gonna get a guy that's gonna come in and ready to compete and ready to win some games and championships.
Hey, can ask for more, I guess. And you having a younger brother who recently got drafted in the NFL, Greedy Williams. How was his experience and you seeing it, looking forward to becoming an NFL player like him?
Just watching him go through the process, it definitely allowed me to prepare for what was coming. The big load of, the workout, the meetings, just a lot of things that's behind the scenes that a lot of fans and other people that don't understand what's going on. So I was able to watch him go through his process, and now my process is much easier. And everything that's coming, I expect it. With far as off the field, with meetings and talking in interviews and stuff. So I feel well prepared.
Hey, yeah. And Greedy Williams, solid corner in the NFL, only going to get better.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you were invited to the Senior Bowl. How was the Senior Bowl and what are you doing to get ready for the draft?
The Senior Bowl, it was definitely fun. Shout out to Jim Nagy for believing in me and giving me the opportunity, and it was real good just getting in front of the NFL coaches and seeing how they handle things and their football terminology. I feel like I got a jump already. What's coming to the league and what those guys in the league expect out of players. And one thing that I'm doing to prepare myself for the draft is definitely getting rest. And just watching film and working out every day, man, and getting better, trying to put on for the pro day.
Hey, I love it. I love it. So
So
now let's talk about your game a little bit. What is something that you do very well at the DB position and something that you can improve on?
I'm definitely knowledgeable. I'm football savvy. I feel like my mental state of the game is through the roof. And I feel like I'm a well-rounded corner. And something that I would improve on is probably catching the balls, just finishing, getting turnovers.
Hey, getting turnovers because at the end of the day, you can be on a wide receiver's hip pocket, but
Yeah,
you gotta get the turnovers. But watching your tape, though, I love the pass deflections. I love seeing you get on one-on-one coverage. I know that's something you wanted to show more. I know a lot of people look at Oklahoma State and think they just run zone all the time.
yeah.
Um, how was it playing more man coverage? And do you think you'll be able to make the transition being a press corner possible in the NFL?
It was fairly easy, and with the zone schemes and stuff like that, there was more of a defensive DC call. It wasn't playing to the player's strength, and with Jim knows, he played to the player's strengths, and we was a man-to-man team, bump and run, making guys beat us, and just proving everyone wrong that we can play man and we got the guys that can play man, with myself and a lot of more guys in the back end. So I feel like, we just showed up this year.
Hey, love it. Because at the NFL, you're definitely going to get a variety of mixed coverages
Yeah.
from cover four, cover three, cover two, man zone. So that's always good. But in your time at Oklahoma State, who was the toughest wide receiver you had to guard?
Um, my time, I'd probably say Tyron Johnson. Tyron.
What about his game was troubling?
Um, it was really hard to find a flaw in his game. You know what I mean? Tyron was a real good wide receiver for us, man, and he was just he ran the whole route tree, like every route, like crisp, like like he ran every route. So you have to be on your toes with Tyron, like at all times.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
So if you had to pick an NFL corner that you compare your game to, who would it be and why?
Definitely Tre'Davious White. You know, I feel like he a technician. You know, and I feel like I'm a technician as well, and he a true role model. You know, and he does everything right. You know, you don't see him in too much trouble. You know, and I feel like I'm the same. I bring the same thing that he brings to the table. You know, I'm gonna bring it to the table too.
Hey, I love it. Like I said, definitely a top 5 DB in the NFL right
Yes,
now
sir.
and going forward for a little bit. I mean, I thought you were gonna say your brother, but it's okay. Tre'Davious right. Nah, just kidding. Um, so now that we talked about the defensive side, when you get drafted, because I feel confident in your abilities, I'm not gonna say if, I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a limb and say when. Who are 2 receivers that you're looking forward to matching up against?
um, shoot. Right now, it's just anyone. To be honest, all those guys up there are great. To be honest, so my main thing right now is getting a defensive scheme and applying pressure from day one.
Apply the pressure. You said doesn't matter what wide receivers in front of me, I'm gonna get it done.
Yeah, just get it done.
There you go. So again, you played a lot of football at Oklahoma State 4 years. What is the one play that you'll remember forever? I know you made a lot of good plays for Oklahoma State, but what's one that will be stuck in your brain forever?
We talking good or bad?
Hey, let's do one. Let's do one of both.
One bad play I say is probably my freshman year. And when Hollywood Brown came in and then he burned me.
He just
It's as
burnt you.
simple as that. A good play that I always remember is a play we was playing Iowa State at their house, and they was driving down the field to score and they was gonna win, and they tried 2 fade balls on me, and I deflected them.
There you go. Back to back. Not in my house, right?
Yeah.
Not on my side. Um, So this is predominantly an Eagles podcast. With that being said, how do you feel about the Eagles defense, and how would you feel playing alongside of a guy like Big Play Slay?
And I feel good, like I said, man, I'm ready. Whatever team give me the opportunity, they would not be wasting opportunity. Whether it's the Eagles or the other 31 teams that got the opportunity to take a guy like me. I feel real comfortable, and I'm a guy that's mature. I'm coming in ready. It ain't too many things that I need to work on. You know what I mean?
Hey, love it. I love the confidence,
Yes, sir.
and I definitely love the ability. So when you look at all the DBs coming in, you got the Patrick Surtains, you got the Caleb Farleys, you got the JC Horns, you got a couple of the top guys that, according to ESPN, are going to go first. Where do you feel like you stack up to all the corners coming out of this 2021 draft?
Um, I'm gonna say this with my honest opinion, and I'm definitely a top 5, and I'm training with some of those guys that's in front of me, and you guys won't go wrong with me. I'm a top 5, easily, I ain't shade to anyone, there's a lot of great corners in this game, but I'm getting to see guys, work, so and I know what I bring to the table, and I know that my value assets are way far beyond than what these guys are bringing.
Hey, love it. Honesty. You can't sell yourself short. You can't sell yourself short. Man, when like I said, I was looking at your tape. Like I said, I like the bump and run coverage you've been doing. Very physical, very aggressive. Um, in the NFL, if you play with a player, like say you were playing along a guy like Big Play Slay, would it bother you if somebody is a shadowing, or would you like to stay on one side more?
It doesn't matter to me, whatever the defensive coordinator, feel like gonna help us be successful. I'm all in. I'm a team first guy. If he feel like he need to travel and I shoot, he traveling, I'm gonna lock down the rest. You know what I mean? So we gonna go from there.
And I know in Oklahoma you played a lot on the outside, and honestly, that's what the Eagles need: outside corners. We have too many slot corners, but if tasked to go inside and deal with a smaller, speedy guy, How do you see yourself doing that? And what are some of the things you got to change up in your style to play inside against a smaller guy?
There wouldn't be a problem for me. I went inside a few times. It wasn't very many, but I did play inside a couple times at Oklahoma State. And preparing for something like that, just have to play to your help. Because they have a wide variety of routes that they can do. So you just have to play to the scheme of the defense. And use your help to the best of the ability you can.
If you had to pick your favorite coverage to play, what would it be?
Um, I'd say definitely cover one. I love to just, what I mean, get up in the guy's face and make him be great, make him earn the name that he got in the media.
Hey, that's it, and that's what really a DB's mindset should be. It's a really hard position to play. You got to have short-term memory, and
Yeah.
the way the NFL is going nowadays, it's making it very hard to play defense. I mean, the hand-to-hand contact is at an all-time minimum. You can't hit them high, you can't hit them low. The receivers get the advantage when it comes to the NFL. But I like that mindset. You got to have a short term. You got to forget the next play, because even if you give a big one, like you said earlier, when Hollywood Brown burnt you a little bit, you got to come back out and play. And
Yeah.
when a quarterback sees a guy who's not confident on the outside, they will attack.
Oh yeah.
So confidence is everything at the corner position. Every position in the NFL is tough. Don't get me wrong. But there's certain positions that you just got to be, you got to have that dog mentality in you. Lastly, I got one more question for you, my guy. So it's draft day. Your name gets called. What is that going to mean to you?
It's gonna mean a lot. I don't know if you guys know my history. But I come from absolutely nothing. And just to be in this position, just to be, draft eligible. Guys saying, I'm getting drafted. I mean, it's just a wonderful feeling in itself. And just hearing my name called, knowing that all the work I've done, knowing that, I come from absolutely nothing, off the radar, so I don't care what round, drafting me in 5th round, you're going to get a 1st round corner.
Hey, gotta love it. And I love the mentality. Like I said, started from the bottom. Now we're here. Real quick, if you know you're 40, are you willing to let us know you're 40? Or are you going to say, I mean, I know the combine's kind of, I don't know if it's canceled or not, but what do you think you run a 40 in?
That's one of my biggest question marks right now, and I ain't gonna spill the beans. I just want everybody to doubt me and say I'm slow.
There you go.
Rude awakening. I promise you.
Yeah. And do you believe there's a difference between 40 time and actually with the pads on game speed?
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. You got guys that can run 4.2 40s, and I'm sticking right with them in the game. It's definitely on the film.
Definitely on the film. Like I said, thanks for coming in, Rodarius Williams, cornerback out of Oklahoma State. Look forward to talking to you possibly maybe one more time closer to the draft. And hey, don't forget about me once you get drafted, my guy.
Oh, we locked in.
We locked in. Until next time, you guys know what time it is. We out. Peace.